Well, hello Story Chasers, this is Amber, and today I'm going to talk to you about making money on the road. So there are some obstacles that people face whenever they decide that they want to potentially be a nomad and travel full-time. And the biggest one is, how are they going to make money on the road? So in today's video, I'm going to share with you how I make money on the road as a digital nomad and do it while traveling full-time in my van. And by the way, I'm not retired. So I hope this video inspires you and allows you to see the potential of what maybe you can do if you're looking to transition into a nomadic lifestyle. All right, let's get started. So one of the most important things you need as a digital nomad and traveling full-time is a cell signal. So I have to make sure that I have a cell signal everywhere I go for the most part so that I can work online. My entire business is online or on the phone. So I have to have a good cell signal so I can get on the internet. Now, I've made a couple of videos about how I actually work on the road and the technology that I use, so you can click the link above for those videos. When I decided that I wanted to travel full-time, I wanted to make sure that I could actually afford it. So I needed to put a budget together, which is exactly what I did. I put a budget together to see, was it cheaper for me to live in my sticks and bricks house that actually has a mortgage, or would it be cheaper for me to travel full-time in an RV? So I put my budget together, and it actually worked out that traveling full-time in an RV was a much cheaper option for me. So this is something that I highly suggest before you actually go out on the road and see what your expenses are. You probably don't know what those expenses are going to be exactly because you haven't been in this lifestyle. So I've actually created a free budgeting course that you can click in the description box below that shows you exactly what my budget is and gives you a free budgeting template too, so you can check that out and put your own budget together as well. At the time when I was thinking about going out on the road and traveling full time, I already had a job in corporate America. I was a director of accounting and I was already working remotely. So for me, it was a fairly easy transition for me to move from my sticks and bricks house into the RV and not have to worry about my income, because as I was saying earlier, I had my budget together and I knew that I could afford this lifestyle on my current income from my corporate job. However, there's one caveat to all of this, and one that I didn't expect, by the way. Before we continue, I want to chat with you for a moment about Skillshare, who has sponsored this episode today. For several years now, I've been creating videos on my YouTube channel, and what you may not know is that I have zero background in video production and video editing, which is probably evident by the first several videos that I ever put together. Go check them out. What I love about Skillshare is that it allows you to learn a process from the beginning to the end in a very comprehensive learning format. If you're not familiar with Skillshare, it's an online learning community that offers thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people on topics including illustration, design, photography, film and video, and productivity, and the list goes on. As a former director of accounting, I was in a very left-brained career, and I had to transition my brain back to the right side to really get those creative juices flowing. Skillshare helps me learn more about the creative side of my business. So whether you're a lifelong learner like me, or someone who's a beginner or a pro, Skillshare has all kinds of classes for you from beginning to advanced. It was a no-brainer for me to take Skillshare classes so I could learn how to be a better video editor and also a better storyteller. I've learned some crazy cool shortcuts by taking this one class from Ali Abdal called Video Editing with Final Cut Pro X from Beginner to YouTuber. Some of the techniques I already knew, but by taking his class, I feel like I was really able to kind of up my game on my video editing and my video production and hopefully provide some more engaging videos for you guys. This particular class is 3 hours and 15 minutes long, but it's cut into 33 shorter lessons so you can learn at your leisure and really digest that information. Another favorite class is from Oliver Astrologo called Video Editing, Transforming Footage into Evocative Travel Stories. Oliver is a film director and photographer that teaches how to really consider your location, your angles, and your time of shooting to tell a compelling story. Hello, this channel is called Story Chasing for a reason. There is an art to storytelling, and even after 3.5 years of video production, I'm still learning how to put stories together. Another thing that I love is that Skillshare saves your watch history so you can go back and rewatch a part of the lesson that you really want to learn. So for example, I love this really cool handwriting technique that Ollie is teaching. For me to implement it several days later after watching the original class, I needed to go back and view it step by step in order to figure out how to accomplish the technique. I'm happy to see that Skillshare has this incredible feature that allows you to speed up the video so you can consume the information quickly and implement what you've learned, and also a sweet little note section. Members get unlimited access to inspiring classes ads-free at less than $10 a month. Now, Skillshare has an amazing offer to viewers of Story Chasing. They are giving the first 1,000 people, a free trial to Skillshare Premium membership just by clicking the offer link in the description box below. And a huge thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. I got out on the road and I tasted this incredible freedom, and I wanted more freedom, and that meant freedom from my job. I was working 60 to 80 hours a week and I was stressed to the max, and I just wanted something different for my life, and I'd already tasted this freedom by traveling. Okay, but let me back up. Before I actually hit the road, I had to sell my house. So I sold my house, I sold everything that I owned, jumped in the RV, and took off on this crazy adventure of being a digital nomad. So after about 6 months on the road, I decided that I needed to quit my corporate job. I had savings, but not enough to sustain me, so I saved up about 2 years worth of expenses so that I could start my business. This business that I have right now, this YouTube business and my blog, it was a little bit accidental. So when I first started out traveling, I was documenting my travels via pictures and videography. And by the way, I was very, very new at this, so I had no idea what I was doing. I've been in accounting, for goodness sake, so I had no idea about this creative process with YouTube. Didn't know anybody who actually did it, nothing. One of my goals was the National Geographic 300 Scenic Highways and Byways. Now, I felt like I needed a little bit of structure to what I was doing with traveling, so I got this book and I was like, okay, I'm going to accomplish all 300 scenic highways and byways, and that's what I was documenting. As I was documenting it, I started the YouTube channel and I started a blog. Why did I say that this was an accidental business? Because as I was documenting all of this, I was starting to get feedback from my viewers asking me how I did this, what equipment was I using, how did I start the YouTube channel, how did I transition from a sticks and bricks, a stationary life as I like to call it, into this nomadic lifestyle. Out of all of those questions came the business that I have today, which is very multifaceted, and I'll talk to you about that in just a second. The good thing about starting my YouTube business and the blog before I ever quit my corporate job is that I created this foundation that allowed me to start generating some revenue. Now, that revenue came from two sources at that time. One was ad revenue from Google AdSense that was on YouTube and was on my blog, and the other one was affiliate income, mostly Amazon affiliate income at that point in time. So the way that you make money with Amazon is you basically suggest products to people. Now, I only suggest products to people that I actually use and that I really, really like. So a lot of times when you're watching a video of mine, you'll see me using various products in there, and I'll provide a link to that product that takes you directly to Amazon. That's in the description box of my YouTube video, or it could also be on my blog if I've done a blog post about that particular video. So what happens is you as a viewer will click on that link, which will take you directly to Amazon so you can review the product and see if it's something that you want to purchase. So if you like that product and you actually purchase it, then I get a very small commission off of that. There's no cost to you as the consumer. So because I sent you to Amazon to purchase the product with the link that I gave you, then Amazon recognizes that and says, hey, we'll reward you with this small commission. So that's how the Amazon affiliate marketing works. So the other item that I mentioned to you is making ad revenue through my blog and through YouTube. Now that's all with Google AdSense. So what happens is you would open up a Google AdSense account. It's free of charge for you to do that. And then you just connect your Google AdSense account to your blog and to your YouTube channel. And those ads are placed on your blog in various areas that you want them to be placed, in a blog post or up in the header. And then on YouTube, you can actually place the ads either at the beginning of the video, at the end of the video, or anywhere in between, wherever you want those ads to be placed at. Then if people watch the ad or click on the ad, YouTube gets some of that revenue, and then I get some of the revenue as well. And all of that gets deposited into my account on a monthly basis. So one of the principles that I really abide by in my business is having multiple streams of income. And here's the reason why. When you're working with various affiliates and with various platforms, and with ad revenue companies, they can change how they do business in a split second. And if they change and it's adverse to you, then that's going to change your revenue very quickly. So it's really, really important that you have multiple streams of income so that if anything changes like that, you're not devastated or wiped out and have all your eggs in one basket. Another way that I make income is through other affiliates. I have about 10 to 12 other companies that I work with that I get signed up to do affiliate work for, and that's promoting their services or their product. And again, I only promote services and products that I can really get behind and that I'm already using. So just as with the Amazon affiliates, with these other affiliates, so when a viewer clicks on a link and is sent to the affiliate and they actually pay for the service or product, I also get paid a commission for any sales generated through that link. So that's another way that you can generate money for your business, is by setting up affiliate deals. Now, the way that you can set up affiliate deals is think about the products and the services that you're currently using. Are any of those showcased in your blog or your YouTube channel? And if they are, contact those vendors and ask them if they have affiliate deals. A lot of times if you go to that vendor's website and you scroll all the way to the bottom of the website, you'll see an area where it actually says affiliate link, so you can get signed up to be an affiliate with them. There's also companies out there like Flex Offers or ShareASale that is like a brokerage house for affiliates. So you can go to those websites, get signed up with them, and get approved to be an affiliate marketer. And then you can look through all of the different companies to see what they're offering and see if the company that you like to work with and the products and services that you like are actually listed in those particular kind of brokerage houses. The other way that I make money remotely on the road is through sponsorship deals. Now, my channel has a little over 33,000 subscribers as of this video. So about 3 months ago, I actually started getting calls and emails from companies who wanted to work with me and actually pay me to do a sponsored video or a sponsored blog post. A lot of times these sponsors, they want to work with people who have a high subscriber rate and also a high view count if you're on YouTube. On your blog, they're going to be looking for how many people are actually going to your blog and how many sessions are being generated from your blog. What all that means is, do you have enough subscribers coming to your YouTube channel or your blog post? How many views are you getting and how long are they actually staying on your page? These sponsors obviously want to work with influencers who can generate sales for them. The more subscribers you have and the more views you have, the more sponsors are going to actually contact you without you having to go and find these deals yourself. Prior to this, when I wasn't actually getting paid for sponsored deals, a lot of companies would actually reach out to me and say, hey, we have a product that we would like for you to review or a service that we would like for you to review. In exchange, I would do the review and get that product for free. If you're on my channel, you'll see that I don't typically do an entire blog post or a YouTube video about a product. What I generally do is, if, again, I'm already using that product, or if it's a product that a vendor has sent me and I really like it, I'll include that product in some of my videos so that either I'm using it or you're seeing it inside of the video. And then if you like it, you can click on the link and then that will send you to the company where you can actually purchase it. So one of my requirements is that, again, I have to love the product and get behind a product or service that I can stand by. In order to do that, if I've never used that product before, they send me the product for free. I use it, I test it out, I see if it's something that I'm really going to like. And if I do, then I'll include it in my videos by just using it. It's not something that I really go, hey guys, look at this product. Why don't you go and buy it? I don't do stuff like that. It needs to be organic and natural, right? I have gotten some products in the past that I was like, oh yeah, I think this will actually be really good. And I think it's something that I could use. And I got it and I was like, nope, I don't like it. It's not something that I can use. And it's not necessarily the product was horrible. It just doesn't work for me. I actually get quite a few emails and companies reaching out to me to send me free products. A lot of them are really great products, but it just doesn't work for me in a van. I have very limited space in here and it's just not something that I would use. So I would say I probably turn down about 95% of the vendors that reach out to me and want me to review their product for them or even do a paid sponsorship deal. I've actually turned down 2 paid sponsor deals in the last month because I received the product and it just wasn't something that was going to work for me. The other way that I make money on the road is through consulting. So I have two areas of consulting. One is from my prior accounting background and finance background. I did a lot in the real estate industry with acquisitions and dispositions. So I do consulting work for that. And I was fortunate in that position that when I left the company that I was working for, there was actually some investors in that company that knew my work and said that they wanted to partner up with me and do some consulting. And so that's what I did with them. I just recently let that client go only because I needed to really focus on my business, because my business has grown so much since I started it. And I'm actually at the point where I really don't need to have that accounting and consulting income. And I really wanted to focus on what I'm doing in this creative space with YouTube and blogging and empowering people to kind of do what I do, right? To come out on the road and travel full time and experience this amazing freedom out here. So that leads me to the next thing that I started, which was my Nomad Mentorship Bootcamp course. I always knew that I wanted to build courses because I'm just a teacher at heart. I love teaching people. I love empowering people. I've mentored people my entire corporate career. It was just a given that I was going to put a course together. As I got more experience in doing what I was doing with the nomad aspect of traveling, I combined that with my background in corporate finance and accounting and put together the Nomad Mentorship Bootcamp, which you can see in the link below. And that actually helps people to put together this very systematic plan on how to transition from this stationary life into a nomad life. And that actually generates passive income for me on a monthly basis. And that's one of the keys that you want to is this passive income. I know I didn't talk about it before, but passive income is amazing. Passive income is money that is generated when you only have to do the work once and then all of this money starts coming in. So like the Nomad Mentorship Bootcamp course, it's kind of like that where I have everything set up. All my marketing is out there, the course is set up, and I update it every once in a while, and people purchase the program, and then I actually have these live video calls that I will consult with people on, and then of course the private Facebook group that helps people through the process, which is the mentoring aspect of the course. So they get to learn firsthand knowledge from my experience rather than having to actually go and research everything themselves. So that was important to me to help people, because I know when I first started, I really struggled with trying to figure out what was I supposed to do. I had nobody that I knew that was doing the things that I wanted to do with living this nomadic lifestyle. And so I started this course to help people out with that. So that leads me to the second course that I'm actually putting together now, and that is a YouTube course. It's how to build a business with YouTube. So with this course, you might already have a business or you might not, but it is how you use YouTube in order to sell that service or product that you already have. Or if you want to build an entertainment business through YouTube, you can do that as well. So I'm putting that course together. There's a link below if you want to check that out and get on the wait list. Now, with the courses, how this works is I set up the course, I set up these modules on this online learning platform called Kajabi. What I love about Kajabi is that it has all of my courses, it has all of my sales pages, it has my payment portal, it has a blog if you want to put a blog on there. I don't happen to have my blog on Kajabi. I already had my blog on a separate platform called WordPress. I just kind of connected the two together so it looks more seamless. I have my free budgeting course on there and also other free little courses on there that you can take. What I love about Kajabi is it's pretty much all in one. It also has all of my email campaigns in there. So if you sign up for my newsletter, or if you're already one of my students and you get an email from me, it's going through that Kajabi system. So what I love about it is that it really condenses all of the other platforms that I was using into one platform, and just makes my life a little bit easier. That's how I actually promote my courses and then also provide the course to my students. One of the things that I say, and it's a principle that I live by and something that I actually teach to my students, is to teach what you know. If you teach what you know and you blend that with a passion of yours, you're going to be set up for success. Sometimes you have to really dig deep to figure out what it is that you know and what you want to teach. Like with accounting, I wasn't super passionate about accounting anymore. When I was thinking about what I could do in order to teach what I know, I thought, okay, I'm not super passionate about accounting, but I am passionate about teaching people how to move into this lifestyle and gain this incredible freedom and happiness. So what can I do? Well, I can, one, teach them how to put a budget together. So that's part of my accounting background is budgeting. So I could teach them how to put a budget together and teach them how they can potentially afford this lifestyle if it's something that they're really looking into and they're serious about it. That's just one of the things that I knew and thought, okay, I can teach on this. I've also been putting websites and blogs together for quite a few years now, but I had never done YouTube. So for me, it was a learning process to figure out how to do video production and video editing and build a YouTube channel and then blend it with all these other things that I wanted to teach. Another way that I make income is there was an ebook that I wrote quite a few years ago, probably 10 years ago, I think. And it's on how to get rid of rosacea naturally with a face wash. And it's just something that I learned to do. I was learning a lot about essential oils and carrier oils a long time ago. I really figured out how to get my rosacea under control. I put it out on my blog that I had done this, and I got so many questions from people about the recipe for it and how to do it that I couldn't believe the amount of questions that I was getting. It was like a full-time job answering all these questions from people. So I decided, all right, well, if I'm going to do this and people seem very interested in it, then I'm going to put an ebook together. So that's exactly what I did. I set aside time every morning before work to write in this book, and it took me about 4 months to actually write the book and get it all together and then put on the website, and I still make money from that to this day. So that's just another way that I make money. And for you, you can do that too. You can write ebooks. Again, teach what you know. Put something together that you think people are interested in. I will tell you that this is a job in and of itself. I'm hustling on a daily basis to generate this income. I make far less than what I made in corporate America, but I think the money will eventually come. But I will tell you that I'm having the time of my life, and that income is actually paying for my expenses now. I quit my job 2.5 years ago in corporate America and had only saved up 2 years worth of expenses to live off of to get my company going. And I will tell you that I now have money in the bank. My company is actually paying for all of my expenses, and I feel super fortunate and grateful for everyone who has helped me get to where I am. But I will tell you that I am hustling doing it. It's not easy starting your own business all the time. And there's a lot of work. There's times where I know that I need to hire somebody to help me out, and I just can't afford to do it right now. Or I don't want to give up that income. While I might have been working 60 to 80 hours a week in my corporate job, sometimes I can put 60 hours in my own business, but it feels really fulfilling because it's mine. So those are things that you need to think about if you're going to start your own business. You might actually work harder than you did in corporate America, and you might have to hustle quite a bit in order to make ends meet and to generate that income and generate business and get sponsor deals and get affiliate deals and build courses and whatever it is that you're doing, if you're doing something similar to mine. And then of course, making these YouTube videos. It's a lot of work doing all of this. I'm by no means complaining about it. I really love it. Am I tired sometimes? Yep, I'm tired. I get tired quite a bit sometimes because I have a lot on my plate and I'm juggling so many different things. I'm the CEO, I'm the accountant, I'm the marketer, I'm the video producer. I actually film all of the video. So what is that called? A videographer? I'm a videographer. Let's see. I answer the emails. I answer comments. I have to work out all of my affiliate deals and sponsorship deals. So there's just a lot of things. Oh, and I maintain my house. I cook, I clean, I still travel. Remember, there's travel days too for me. It is a very fulfilling thing to do, and I really, really love it. But I just wanted to share with you guys how I make income on the road. I hope this has inspired you and shown you a little bit of my process and how I make income, so you get a little bit of a behind the scenes look of what I do and how I do it and how I'm actually generating income for myself on the road. So guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.